Hi guys, in this tutorial, we will explore my full creative process from concept to finished music videos. So we finally achieved the breaking point in AI video production. All you've seen in the beginning of this video is made with Sora 2 and edited. So I'll show you the complete process, including the latest and best workflows available today. Let's start right away with Sora 2. It might not work in your country, so use a VPN service. I'm using Urban VPN Proxy for this. Once you're there, click on your profile icon. It will take you to your personal space without other users' videos, so it won't be as laggy. Now you need to add your cameo using the Sora iOS app. The Android version will be released soon as well. If you're looking for an invite code, subscribe to my email list on my website. I'll give away 3 codes and send them to the winners. Now that your cameo is ready, we should move on to creating some rap lyrics. Let's head over to ChatGPT. I asked it to write 4 sentences, and here's what I got. Now I've built a flexible prompt that can turn your lyrics into an amazing rap piece. As you can see, there's a list of camera switches and the lyrics section below. So just copy your sentences and paste them in the section underneath. Now paste this prompt into the Sora prompt. @YourFlasher is my cameo. In your case, just replace it with @your nickname. Choose a 15-second duration and set the quality to high for the best visual result. Click generate and let's see what we've got.
I'm in the zone, no sleep, just code in the matrix. Dreams in my brain turn to gold when I phrase it. Flash in the dark, that spark, I embrace it. You're a flash of flow, whole world finna face it. Lines in the grid, keep bending when I break it. Glitch on the beat, 808s when I shake it. Gravity flips, I'm walking on the pavement. Skies in my palms.
I also made a flexible VFX prompt that always delivers crazy artistic visuals, the kind that would easily cost you $1,000 to create in real life. The prompts are available in the description. Don't forget to mention the style of music and describe your outfit look. It really helps the visuals match your vibe. For example, you can choose styles like rock, pop, or techno. Now let me show you one more example using this extended prompt. I'll stick with the drill style. Every song needs a hook. It's the part everyone remembers and keeps repeating, so it has to hit hard. I came up with this one. Stay cold, stay warm, inside a storm. We'll repeat it 4 times. That'll make it the most catchy part. This will be the chorus, and it should appear 2 to 3 times throughout the song. Let's see what you got.
Stay cold, stay warm while inside a storm. 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 Stay cold while inside a storm.
Insane, right? I can already see at least $5,000 worth of production in that 15-second segment. So many locations, VFX, and crowd shots. That's big budget energy. So yeah, I've definitely got my hook part, and now I'm ready to create the full song using SUNO 5. Great. Now let's merge our 2 videos using Adobe Express. Simply upload the first video, wait a bit for it, and then upload the second one. Of course, you can do this in your own editing software, but I'm showing this method for people who don't have one installed. After the merged video is downloaded, we're ready to move on and use the SUNO 5 music generator. Click Create, then select Audio and click Upload. Choose our merged video, hit Save, and pick a cover. You'll see your clip uploading, and once it's done, SUNO 5 will automatically detect the lyrics and the music style for you. Now let's extend our lyrics. Copy and paste them into ChatGPT and ask it to add 1 more verse and 1 more chorus. After that, prepare your complete lyrics setup. ChatGPT even made a bridge along with an intro, and I decided to keep them. Once you're done, paste your new lyrics into the SUNO lyrics, and for the style, just use a simple drill rap prompt. In the advanced settings, choose the male voice, and for the first attempt, let's keep all other settings as default. Once you click Create, you'll see 2 tracks starting to generate automatically. The 2 tracks are now generated, and I'm ready to show you the final product, something you could easily gift to your favorite rapper. After watching the showcase, we'll jump into the practice section, where I'll show you how to edit it properly.
Yeah.
Oh yeah. Flash in the system. Huh? Okay. I'm in the zone, no sleep, just cold in the matrix. Dreams in my brain turn to gold when I phrase it. Flash in the dark, that spark, I embrace it. Yeah, a flash of flow, cold walls in the faces. Lines in the grid keep bending when I break it. Glitch on the beat to the waist when I shake it. Gravity flips, I'm walking on the pavement. Skies in my palm can't fall when I'm weightless. Stay cold, stay warm, while inside a storm. 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 Stay cold, while inside a storm.
Let's jump straight into practice. Download the free software, Davinci Resolve, from the official website. Once you've installed Davinci Resolve, open it and create a new project by clicking here. Name it however you like, and you'll see the starting screen. Since Sora generates videos in full HD, we'll set up a full HD project. Go to Project Settings, then change the timeline resolution to 1920 by 1080. I've generated 9 15-second clips, so I've got plenty of material to work with. Now drag and drop all the clips into the media pool. If you click on the timeline icon, you can also drag and drop them directly onto the timeline. They'll automatically align one after another, creating a continuous sequence. But for now, we only need the first video we generated at the beginning of this tutorial, the first verse. We need to make sure the SUNO 5-track matches the rhythm and flow of our Sora video. So, download the track, then drag and drop it into the timeline in Davinci Resolve. After that, delete the other clips. If you click on the empty space and press delete, the clips will automatically realign, but you'll notice the audio isn't synced yet. To fix that, click on the chain icon, then repeat the same delete action. Now the video and audio will move together, and everything will be perfectly synced. Now let's find the part where the lyrics begin. Press the spacebar. This will play the clip so you can listen and watch closely to spot the exact moment your lyrics start. Once you've found the exact spot where the lyrics begin, place a marker on the video by clicking the marker icon. You can mute the track by clicking the M button on the audio layer. Then I'll find the beginning of the lyrics and place a marker on the audio track as well. Now I'll simply align both markers, the one on the video and the one on the audio, so they line up perfectly. Once they're aligned, play the clip to check if everything is perfectly synced. The lips, rhythm, and flow should match seamlessly with the beat. In my case, it's synced almost perfectly. So now let me show you what to do with the rest of the track. You're probably wondering, why not just merge all 9 15-second clips, upload the full video to SUNO, and make a cover? That way you'd have a complete clip right away. Well, unfortunately, it's not that simple. It requires extra effort to edit and align all the audio segments correctly. SUNO doesn't always sync everything perfectly, so you might end up with uneven track lengths, like 8, 10, or 30 seconds, even if you uploaded a full 1-minute video. So I've placed all the clips together in Davinci Resolve to match the length of the track. From here, you can cut certain parts, rearrange shots, and do your own creative editing, add transitions, color grading, or effects to make the final video flow naturally with the music. But since in Sora we've already generated crazy dynamic clips with tons of cuts, camera switches, and angle changes, it actually looks natural and cinematic even without editing. However, to make it feel fully complete and professional, let's add a few lip sync parts. That's what really brings the performance to life and connects visuals with the music's energy. For example, I found this shot that's perfect for a lip sync moment. Click on the Color tab, the color wheel icon at the bottom. Then right-click on the preview window and choose Grab Still. You'll see the captured image appear in the gallery panel on the left. Next, right-click on that still image and choose Export. Now we'll use this exported image as the base for creating the lip sync segment. For example, in the second part, we have the singing section. So let's use our exported image for that part. Let's export the singing part of the track. You can set the start and end points of your render range by pressing the I and O keys on your keyboard, or adjust them manually. Click on the rocket icon, that's the render button in Davinci Resolve. After that, disable the video track so you only render audio. Choose MP3 as the output format, then click Add to Render. This will give you a clean audio segment for the singing part, ready for use in the next step of your lip sync process. So now let's head over to the WAN website. Choose Video, Image to Video, then add the exported image by clicking the Upload button. Set the resolution to 1080p. Since our singing audio is 8 seconds, choose a 10-second duration to give it a smooth start and finish. Next, upload your custom audio, select sound driven, and trim if needed, then click Confirm. You can also type a short prompt describing what should happen. In my case, it's simply singing. Finally, click Generate, and here's what we've got.
Silence and motion, lights keep floating, circuits, something like souls reloading. Breathing the fog, code unfolding, I stay frozen, my mind still golden.
Now take as many shots as you want directly from your Sora 2 video and repeat the same process, adding lip sync parts wherever they fit best. I also attached the free WAN workflow that you can run locally on your PC or RunningHub. If you're not sure how to use it, check out my previous tutorial on my channel. It walks you through everything step by step, from setup to generation. Now let's take a look at the result produced by the free workflow.
Silence and motion, lights keep floating, circuits, something like souls reloading. Breathing the fog, code unfolding, I stay frozen, my mind still golden.
Now that we've added the lip syncs to the second part, you're ready to watch the full clip.
Yeah. Oh yeah. Flash in the system. Huh? Okay.
I'm in the zone, no sleep, just cold in the matrix. Dreams in my brain turn to gold when I phrase it. Flash in the dark, that spark, I embrace it. Yeah, a flash of flow, cold walls in the faces. Lines in the grid keep bending when I break it. Glitch on the beat to the waist when I shake it. Gravity flips, I'm walking on the pavement. Skies in my palm can't fall when I'm weightless.
Stay cold, stay warm, while inside a storm. 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 Stay cold, while inside a storm.
Code in my veins, no changes, equations. Reality bends when I'm deep in the station. 0 to 1, whole world in rotation. Mirror reflections, turn thoughts to creation. Neon reflections, ghost in the basement. Truth in the glitch, I'm lost in the placement. Steps on the line, time falls when I chase it. Digital brain, I'll rise and replace it.
Silence and motion, lights keep floating, circuits, something like souls reloading. Breathing the fog, code unfolding, I stay frozen, my mind still golden. Stay cold, stay warm, while inside a storm. 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 Stay cold, while inside a storm. Oh yeah, oh yeah. Scoop. Wow. I stay cold inside a storm.
Cool, right? So that was the first and fastest way to make a music video. I'd call this method random.
I call it random because you never know what to expect. For more predictable results, I've created this template, which I recommend using as the first step in your video. It keeps your original face as close as possible and produces perfectly lip-synced shots that you can reuse later. It also generates a solid music track that you can extend later in SUNO 5. After you're satisfied with the lip-synced videos from Sora, use this template for the VFX shots. You can then combine them with your lip-synced clips to create the perfect music video, one where you perform like a pro, matched with professional visuals. As you can see, there's a list of many different effects. Of course, you can create even more using ChatGPT. I've made this version more stable, but feel free to experiment and add as many effects as you want. Let's test our extended VFX prompt. I'll copy it and paste it into Sora 2. I usually make 3 attempts in a row since Sora only allows 3 attempts at the same time. So I'll run it 3 times and see what results we get from this prompt. I chose high quality and a 15-second duration. Let's wait a bit while it processes. It took almost 40 minutes and I'm not sure how it works, but it's always different. So be patient. The results are still worth it. Let's check the first attempt.
On the line, now the city gon' bleed. Kick drums drill like a turbine breeze. Sky spin red while the towers lean.
The result looks great, but it lost my original face. Still, I can use some VFX shots where my face isn't noticeable.
Rooftop wind in my face, 808 slide like a wave in the bass. Switch lanes, whole city in the blue haze. Drilling my vein, no brakes, just place. Step with the sound of the crown on my chest. Chain swing heavy like I'm armored in stress. Night lit purple, neon in the rain. Ink in the gutter, I'm writing my name. Mirror in the alley, I double my ghost. Every reflection just echoes my post. Spin cam whirl like the world on a screw.
The second attempt is amazing. I love both the music and the visuals. Let's quickly check the third one.
On the roof, wind cold, knife edge blade, skyline humming like a nerve in the fade. Heartbeat drilling with a kick in the snare. City in my chest, still smoke in the air. Came from the basement, claws in the dirt. Now I'm on top with the echo that hurts. Numbers in motion, clock.
Great. I think third attempt will be good as the beginning part of the track. Then the first verse will be my second generation. And for the hook, I will use my previous one. So total 45 seconds. So here's the first one.
On the roof, wind cold, knife edge blade, skyline humming like a nerve in the...
Here's the second one.
Rooftop wind in my face, 808 slide like a wave in the bass.
And finally, our third one for the hook.
Stay warm while inside a storm. Stay cold, stay warm while inside a storm.
You can merge these clips using Adobe Express like I showed earlier, but I'll do it in Davinci. It's faster for me. Just make sure to arrange them in the correct order, and then I'll render this 45-second piece. Now let's move to SUNO and upload our 45-second video segment. We'll use it as a cover. SUNO will automatically glue all the pieces together, since right now each part has different music and the cuts between them are noticeable. But once we run it through SUNO, it will smooth everything out and clean the transitions. Change the style to drill rap and then copy the auto-detected lyrics. Paste them into ChatGPT. The template for a complete song usually includes intro, verse 1, chorus 1, verse 2, bridge, chorus 2, and outro. Use this template to convert the auto-detected lyrics from SUNO into a full song. Then go back to SUNO, paste the new lyrics, open advanced settings, choose male voice, and don't change anything else. Let's see if it works. I'll just put the SUNO-generated music on top of our 45-second video. Let's find the part where our rap lyrics start and align the SUNO track with it. After experimenting, I found that these settings keep the sound quality good and stay close to your original rhythm. Since last time we used 30 seconds, it worked perfectly. But in the 45-second case, you'll need to adjust some parts manually. So check out my process here.
On the roof, wind cold, knife edge blade, skyline humming like a nerve in the fate. Heartbeat drilling with a kick in the snare. City in my
I'll
chest,
find the part with the lip sync and align my track to it.
clogging the dirt. Now I'm on top with the echo that hurts.
Here's the part I was looking for, the one with noticeable lip sync.
That hurts. Numbers with the echo that hurts. Numbers.
Nice. Our first verse fits well, but the chorus doesn't match, so I'll align it manually. Great. Only two parts were off. In your case, it might be a bit less or more, but hopefully you won't need to fix anything, just like the first time when we used the 30-second segment. If you have some editing skills, it's an easy task to match everything manually. But if not, simply use 30-second clips as the cover for SUNO and apply the settings I mentioned earlier. Let's see the shot.
On the roof, wind cold, knife edge blade, skyline humming like a nerve in the fate. Heartbeat drilling with a kick in the snare. City in my chest, still smoke in the air. Came from the basement, claw in the dirt. Now I'm on top with an echo that hurts. Numbers in motion, clock won't wait. 040 clicking like a handquake, light leak, flicker my shadow in chrome. Every bar roof, wind in my face. 808 slide like a wave in the bass. Switch lanes, whole city in a blue haze. Drilling my vein, no brakes, just pace. Step with the sound of the crown on my chest. Chain swing heavy like a mammoth in stress. Night lit purple, neon in the rain.
Stay cold, stay warm while inside the storm. 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 Stay cold, stay cold inside the storm. Stay cold, stay cold, stay cold while inside the storm. Lights fade slow, breathe in chrome glow. Still here inside a storm.
As you can see, for the second part, I used shots from the previous track because I needed some extra material to fill the gaps. That's probably the best way to use my first method, the one I call random. Time for method 2, custom. Here, you take full control. The text, the music, and the video all follow your direction. So, as I mentioned earlier in my previous tutorials, always start by creating a mood board. Take inspiration from other artists. This step helps you visualize the ideas and emotions you have in mind. Once your mood board aligns with your vision and feelings, you can move on to the storyboard and script. One of the fastest ways to build your script and storyboard is by using panels or scenes, where you can note down the shots, audio, dialogue, or sound music cues. Each panel represents a scene. You can describe camera switches, angles, and movements there. For example, in this case, you can see 3 different shots in one scene. As you can see, I used images from my mood board, usually quick sketches. This kind of preparation helps you avoid randomization in your process and stay focused on developing your initial idea. So you can export this image collage as a PNG and try to visualize it. Upload the image and type a prompt like, "Make a movie trailer." After that, you'll notice that Sora has many restrictions. At some point, you might get an error saying that real people are restricted. If you use a collage without people and do the same thing, you'll see that everything works fine and it starts generating. So what should you do if you still want to visualize it in Sora? As I mentioned in my previous tutorial, it seems to work with any AI generator if you avoid restrictions by converting it into an illustration. Just type a prompt like, "Make a hyper-realistic 3D representation," and mention some camera switches and action effects. We've got some super visuals for your next art house project. Make sure that at the beginning of your prompt, you use "Make hyper-realistic 3D representation." It seems this sentence is the only one that helps convert your illustrations. Sometimes even that doesn't work, and you'll still get the "real people not allowed" error, even if you uploaded a sketch. Just try again a few times, and it should eventually work. You can also upload just one image sketch and use one of the prompts we learned today. Make sure to include hyper-realistic 3D representation. The result will look real, not 3D. That's how you can bypass most of the restrictions. However, one restriction still remains: the watermark. Here's how to remove it. Right now, you can see it's constantly jumping on the screen, which makes it hard to remove. But there's a workflow on RunningHub that can handle this easily. You can run it locally for free on your PC or online on RunningHub. I'll include the link to the workflow and the JSON file for ComfyUI for those who want to run it locally. Simply upload your video and click Run. After about 3 minutes, you'll get a clean video. Awesome. When it's done, click Download and let's see what we've got. Great. No watermark and the same video quality. We're ready to move forward. I've created some art house visuals using these techniques, so let's take a quick look at a 1-minute showcase.
When time flows both ways, entropy stops increasing. In the negative direction of time, energy does not dissipate, it resonates. The vacuum is no longer a background. It has become an active medium in which all fluctuations are in phase. Our bodies are stable solutions of the Wheeler-DeWitt equation under the condition of reverse time flow. We are no longer local. The wave function of consciousness is stretched across the entire hypersurface, and that is why I can see you right now.
You can check the full video on my channel. A few words about what's happening in the industry right now. The visuals you're seeing on screen combine 2 styles, hypercut and art house. They're very expensive to produce. Imagine doing all this manually. It would take huge resources. But with AI, these kinds of visuals are becoming more accessible to creators. So get your mind ready. We're about to see much more of this hyper-fast visual storytelling that literally melts your brain. However, I should point out that pure art house is usually a personal artistic statement that most people won't understand. The real challenge is to create a structure for such projects, to combine total opposites like chaos and order, freedom and rules. That's what true creativity is about. If you ask me, Real creativity is the ability to create understandable chaos, something everyone can feel and interpret in their own way. So always start with this question. Do you want people to understand you, or are you doing it just for yourself? Because when you open your soul through your art and get no response, it can be painful. Music is a good example. There's always a kind of war between the artist and the producer. The artist wants to express their vision. The producer senses what people want to hear. The right balance between the two equals success. So be both, an artist and a producer, when you create art. That's what makes it whole. That's where balance lives. I'm going to show you one of the fastest and easiest ways to make music. And honestly, it sounds just as good as most advanced methods out there. First, download Ableton Live. You can start with their 30-day free trial, available directly from the official website. Next, install the Splice app. It's a great platform packed with high-quality samples across every genre. Once you open Splice and hit Browse, you'll see a huge list of genres. Let's go with Synthwave for this example. Perfect choice for creating rich, retro vibes. Now, one key tip, always set the key of your samples before you start building your track. That way, all the melodies and harmonies will fit together naturally. For example, let's set everything to D minor. It's emotional, dark, and fits the synthwave mood really well. From here, you'll see all your samples automatically match to this key. For the basics, we'll need a synth, a bass, and some drums, and that's enough to get you started. All right, let's find our first synth. After a bit of searching, I found a synth and melody I really like. Go ahead and download the sample, then simply drag and drop it into an audio track in Ableton. Stretch it out to the desired length, and that's it, we're ready to move on. Next, let's find a bass part to go with it. Click on the 3 dots in Splice to open more options, then browse for bass samples that match the same key and vibe. Great, I found a bass sample that fits perfectly. Just download it and drag and drop it onto another audio track in Ableton. Now the only thing left is the drums. Of course, this is the simplest possible template, just the foundation. You'll notice there are tons of other elements you could add later. Percussion, bells, textures, and much more. But since we'll be using SUNO to enhance and refine our track later, we don't need to overthink the details right now. At this stage, all that really matters is the vibe and your creative vision. All right, let's find our drum samples. Perfect. I found the drums really quickly. It's simple, but remember, simplicity is the key to success. Now let's extend the track a bit and adjust the volume levels so everything sits nicely together. And that's it. You've got a basic template you can use and build upon later. The next step would be to record your vocals, but I'll skip that part for now and just show you what I came up with. Hold on a second. Let's take a listen. So, after a bit of time, I recorded the vocals using a budget Focusrite microphone. Nothing fancy, just to show that great results don't depend on expensive gear. As you may have noticed, you can't really understand the words. That's because I sang in a non-existent language I came up with. This technique is called melodic gibberish, or sometimes phantom language. It's a well-known approach in music production that helps you feel the emotion first and think later. Many professional artists use it, from Bon Iver to Imogen Heap, to capture pure melody and flow before writing the actual lyrics. So, in this stage, it's not about meaning, it's about vibe, rhythm, and energy. Once the emotion is locked in, you can always come back and replace the sounds with real words. I lay down what I hear in my phantom language. We'll polish it next and shape it into real lyrics. What you're seeing on the screen right now is my refinement process, and I'm doing it with the help of ChatGPT. At this stage, I focus on fixing all the lyrical and grammatical imperfections while keeping the creative intent alive. It usually takes a few iterations to get everything right. Here's how it works for me. I first generate the base idea with ChatGPT, then I manually tweak the lines, adjusting tone, rhythm, and phrasing until it feels authentic. Once I'm happy with the flow, I send it back to ChatGPT for another check to make sure everything is grammatically clean and stylistically balanced. I just keep repeating this process, refining, adjusting, improving, until the result feels emotionally true and technically perfect. That's how I build lyrics and vocal concepts that sound professional but still carry my personal vibe. Once you've finished this step and created your chorus hook, that's your foundation. I always recommend starting with the chorus because in most songs, the hook is the centerpiece. It's what people remember, what they sing along to, and what defines the whole track. In fact, most professional musicians and producers start their songwriting process with the chorus hook. Why? Because if your chorus is strong, it can carry the entire song. Even if your verses aren't perfect, a great hook will make listeners overlook the flaws and still feel connected to the music. So once you're fully satisfied with your chorus, when it feels emotional, catchy, and true to your vision, you can move on to building the verses, bridge, and all the other parts we talked about earlier. At that point, it's just about expanding the story around your main idea. Now, let's export our template, the one we made earlier using Phantom Language, and we'll use it as a cover input for SUNO 5. Now, open SUNO 5 and upload the exported track. You'll see that I've already built a full structure here, so all we need to do is copy the lyrics we've created and paste them into the lyrics field. In the music style section, select Synthwave, that's the vibe we've been going for. Then, in advanced settings, choose male voice, and leave everything else as is. Once everything's set, click Generate, sit back, and let's see what we've got so far. The one you just heard was actually the very first generation. After a few experiments with the settings, I found a combination that works much better. Style, 25, and audio influence, 75. I also switched the music style from synthwave to jazz, just to explore a different mood and texture. So I've prepared another 1-minute version of the track with these updated settings.
Paradise burns out to tune the light in deep inside your heart. Peril over the moonlight, peril pure your smile. Give me enough to lose it, anything for nothing, any fall for something, every love for matter.
In the meantime, let me show you the latest possibilities of Google VO. Choose frames to video. Type the prompt, man singing to tone the light. You can extend the I letter so it sings longer. Let's repeat it 3 times. This is one of the ways to create lip sync in your videos. Choose VEO 3.1. While we're waiting for the VEO 3 generation, I also want to mention Kling 2.5 Turbo, which currently delivers the best prompt coherence. Upload your image and type a prompt describing the camera panning down to reveal a man playing the piano. It will generate a full HD result. Back to VEO 3.1, I see our generation is ready. The coolest part about VEO 3.1 is that you can now Inpaint videos. Click the edit icon, select the area, and add a piano there. Let's check the result.
To tune the lead, to tune the lead.
Yeah, maybe it wasn't the best idea to extend the I letter, but usually it works. Also, our Kling generation came out great. So this is probably your new set of tools. Sora 2, for high-quality, production-level camera shots, transitions, and VFX using Cameo with your face. VEO 3.1, for inpainting your videos and creating lip-sync effects. Kling 2.5, Turbo, for the best image-to-video performance, especially in cases where Sora or VEO can't handle the prompt.
That's it for today, guys. I can't wait to see what you come up with. Have a great evening.